Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be giving you my thoughts on the Baby Jogger City Turn rotating car seat. I have now used this in 2 different vehicles, so I have a bit of an insight. Before we get started, let me give you a little background on myself. So I have a 27-month-old, but I guess I should start saying 2-year-old, and a 10-month-old, and I live in BC, Canada. Okay, let's get started. I drive a Toyota Grand Highlander. This is the car over here. It is a 2026. So I first want to show you how this car seat actually fits in the car with this particular to this specific car, okay? Ignore my other little one. She is sleeping in the car seat, so I'm just going to take these few minutes to film here while I can. In this Toyota Grand Highlander, I have it in the captain chairs. Once it's installed with the anchors, this is how it fits. And now over here, I will show you how much legroom you have as a passenger. So if I bring it back anymore, when I swivel it, the back of here will hit the headrest. I do not want it rubbing up against and ruining this vehicle, so I have it set up this way. I would say this is not a good fit. The specific car seat in this specific vehicle does not mix well, so I am looking for a different one. But that doesn't mean that I don't love the car seat. I had a Nissan Rogue before, and this car seat was fantastic in it. Let's go over a few features with it rear facing. So you have a clip over here that you pull, as you'll see right here. You lift this up and then you're able to unlock it and turn the seat. It does spin quite nicely. I just compared it to an even flow revolve that someone had been using for a while. There were lots of crumbs in their car seat and it did not spin nearly as nice. So this one did have some crumbs. I tried to vacuum it up a bit, but there were some crumbs stuck underneath there, but it still spins really nicely. So when it swivels out towards you, the seat is barely at an angle. It's almost level flat. So that makes it a lot easier to get kiddo in, buckle them down, and then cinch it up properly without having to worry about them being sideways and it not fastened around their body just as equally. So it's nice. It's a nice clip here. I feel like this is pretty standard. Clip it in this way here. Easy to pull on it here, and to loosen it, there's the button underneath here that you push, and then you can pull it towards you. There's a cup holder. You're not able to change what side the cup holder goes on. I used to have this car seat behind the driver in my Nissan Rogue, and so the cup holder was facing inwards, which was nice, but honestly it hasn't been actually that big of a deal having it on the outside. I thought it'd bug me more, and it's been fine having it on the side as well. So again, just a nice swivel, easy in and out. It does swivel both ways. As I mentioned, I had it on the other side, so you are able to swivel it the opposite side as well. The headrest is easily adjustable. You pull this gray lever here, and you can bring it up and down so that it will last a long time and grow with your child. My current car seat setup does include a mat over here. Compared to other car seats, this one, the back in here, it doesn't go very high up. So this leaves a lot of room for my toddler to kick. And with daycare and how dirty the shoes get, I definitely need something to protect my seats. They were getting so dirty. So I don't think this is the best one yet. This was just a random Amazon one that I bought. I will look into better seat covers. But anyway, I found a seat cover with this car seat is a must. And then of course a mirror so I can see him while I'm driving. I'm going to show you how to install it. So if you wanted rear facing, this car seat does go up to rear facing 40 pounds. It goes 35 with the anchors and 40 with the seatbelt. So you're going to move this over rear facing. Forward facing is this way. This kind of moves back and forth and you just snap it in like that. You're able to adjust the recline. You'll see there's a few different positions by pushing this gray thing, and you can move it up or down to change the recline. If you want to take the anchors out, it's this over here. You can just pull them out. So we'll get into that actually. So I'll pull them out now, but I'll show you how the seatbelt works with this car first. Get them out of there and close that up. All right, now I'm going to sit the car seat up on the seat. All right, so when installing it on the seat, I'm going to try and have it be as flat as possible. Every seat's going to be a little different. But yeah, I want to try and get it as flat down as I can so it's not leaning towards one side or the other. The seatbelt install is really easy. So you're going to lift this up here to unlock it, push it down that way. So I'm going to lift it up, get the seatbelt and pull it through. All right, so I have it buckled in. I'm going to try and pull as tight as I can, and then you're going to jump down on this to push it down. You heard the click. Whoa, it snapped down, so we're good. I'm going to pull this to lock it, and then you just kind of feed it through here. And that would be installed. So with moving the base, it's going to move less than an inch. That's what I'm looking for. So that will be good. So this setup worked perfectly well in my Nissan Rogue. The issue with the Toyota Grand Highlander is that the little knob that lands right here, I can feel it with my finger. It's just right here. And I think when the seat goes on top, it actually gets in the way. So I had found if I was testing the car seat, let me back up for a sec. And I was testing it from here, it would get looser, looser, and looser. This is not safe. I do not feel comfortable with this at all. So I brought this to the baby store, Baby and Me in Kelowna, and they were shocked to see that. So now if I open up the seat, so that little knob I was talking about, it's right over here. It was right here when I first fastened it down, and it loosened to be all the way over here. So I think when the seat goes on top, there's something that's rubbing up against it and loosening it. I think it's kind of like pulling it back. So there's a lot of slack here. This isn't what I'm looking for. So unfortunately in the Toyota Grand Highlander, this seat does not work rear facing with the seatbelt. I guess you could go to the dealership or something and ask them to take this off, and then everything would be fine. But again, you don't have much legroom. But to actually get it to fit in, this does not work. So I will have to do the anchors to safely have the car seat in my car. To undo it, unclick the seatbelt, push that up, and that's it. So it is really easy to take this car seat in and out. With work, I was taking it in and out, I don't know, 6 times a week, let's say, every week for like a month, and I had no issue taking it in and out. It was perfect, super easy to do. So with the anchors, I'm going to open up the car seat, unlock this here, and I will put them through. I'm going to maybe loosen it up just a little bit. All right, so I have the anchors here, so I'm just going to fasten them down. Okay, on one side there. Yeah, right down there. You heard the click, and now I'm going to tighten this as much as I can here. I'll move this little thing out of the way, and I'll be able to lock this down. So you heard the click with the seatbelt versus this. It clicked down like a lot easier, and it was like a louder sound. So I know it's this, and if I move it here, ow. I feel like I could still get it tighter. Okay, one sec. Harder to do this filming and actually doing it right. The tether with the anchors in, now if I try and move it, it's not getting looser and looser. This feels very secure to me. And normally with the swivel ones, you don't actually need to test it from here. You just need to test it from the base to see if it moves that inch, which it does not. This car seat's not moving at all. But I was just testing it here because with the seatbelt, I noticed it got super loose because something was rubbing up against it. So yeah, this is a safe setup. I'm happy with this. Sorry, I'm not certified by any way. I'm just happy with this as a mom. So I think that's all I have to say about the rear facing. Wow. Are you going to bring the train in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Did this get all twisted? You betcha.
Mama. Mama,
Close the door?
Yeah.
Can you look that way?
No.
For the seat itself, it feels cushiony. It feels nice and soft. I don't know, I haven't had any issues with it. I haven't had it a full year yet, but we had it in summer. So we had the 2 different seasons, and I didn't notice him overly sweating or anything in here. We're also not going on like hour long drives, but it's been, really nice for the day-to-day to be able to have that swivel, especially when my toddler does not want to get in the car seat and it's like, we have to go, we're going to be late, we have to go right now. I'm getting him in. It's a lot easier to get him all buckled and safely in here than if it wasn't a swivel one. All right, let's do this forward facing. So I turned it on the side because now we need to move this for forward. Kind of pull it down and you're able to lock it back in there. I do see the recline, so I'm going to put that all the way forward up like this. All right, so I have the seat facing this way, so obviously now I can move the seat way back. I would not have that issue with the legroom like we do right now. All right, so we need to access this over here. So you're gonna pull it up. There's 2 snaps that come undone, and you're able to push this open. And now we're gonna get the seatbelt to feed through here. Feed it through the side of the chair. And I'm gonna go clip it in 1 sec. All right, so I'm gonna try and have this as upright as I can and stuck to the seat here. All right, that's in there. Gonna close that down. That was easy to do. Gonna put the harness back on. Just snap those 2 snaps in. And I do want to lock this off. All right, so this is where we fed the seatbelt through. Same thing on the other side. It's easy, just put it through. But you're not able to rotate this car seat because the seatbelt goes through like the top part of the seat. So if I were to try and rotate it, I'm now messing with the seatbelt. So it does not rotate in the forward-facing position. I also find that it doesn't actually fit this car well. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it seems I tried to get the base as close as I could to here. I was having a hard time with that. Now the base of the car seat is like off of the seat and it's not super flush. It seems like it's too much at an angle, even in the most upright position. If I try and recline the seat back, that probably helps. Reclining the seat probably helps a bit. I'd have to reinstall it, obviously. This is just for video purposes here, but yeah. And then I wonder, would this get in the way? Yeah, you'd have to eventually take the headrest off to be able to move this, I think, all the way up because it's touching. I don't have room for my fingers back there. So I love the car seat rear facing in my Nissan Rogue, but I do not love it in this car, unfortunately. It's not the right fit for me. All right, now to take it out, unbuckle the seatbelt. Gonna lift this up. And the seatbelt is coming through right there. Easy, done. And the car seat is out. It is really quick and easy to install in and out, which is nice. Oh, I was totally forgetting the top tether. I'm not going to take this off, but yes, there is there is a top tether if you're forward facing. I am just keeping it rear facing. I want rear face as long as I can, and he only weighs like 33 pounds right now, so I don't need to worry about forward facing it just yet. But I was curious to see how it would fit in this car, and I don't think it fits that great. This would help from it moving when it swivels, but not the best fit. So I hope this video was helpful for you in deciding what car seat to get. Overall, I do love the car seat. It just does not fit in the Toyota Grand Highlander at all. But I loved it in my Nissan Rogue, so it was perfect there. It just depends what vehicle you have. It is so nice having a rotating one, which is why I'm looking into getting a different kind of rotating one, because it is a huge bonus having that. I can't picture rustling him rear facing in a non-rotating one. All right, hope this video was helpful to you, and stay tuned for some more videos. I am trying to get back on track and posting more often again. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.